Hello, welcome back to Inktober, where I have a new color palette for you every day in the month of October 2025. Let's head on over to QuiltInk, the design platform where you can join us for this adventure. And you'll see on QuiltInk that favorite stars is pinned to the top row of the patterns page because that is the design that we're using for Inktober. And an additional note, favorite stars, the pattern for this table runner is on sale at truebluequilts.com. We are going to create a new mock-up. And we always start out by clearing all the colors from the original pattern design and unmerging all pieces because we don't want things to carry through from block to block. And using the palette button on the right, we can choose which basic collection we want to use. I'm going to choose Bella Solids today. This is a line from Moda, and the scroll bar on the bottom will take you all the way across and show you all the shades. And I am going to stay over here on the right-hand side because our theme today is spring pastels. And I think I want to do all of the backgrounds the same. And this light green caught my eye. So I'm going to just start putting those greens in the background of all of my blocks. My mouse gets a little sticky, so it takes multiple clicks sometimes to get those colors in there. Okay, I also like this violet. It's a soft lavender, so we will do our first set of star points with that color. And I noticed that I missed a green section. We'll come back to that, but let me get that center point. The eyedropper on the bottom right shows you what colors you've used so far in your design, so I can easily click back on that green and get that filled in. Okay, so all of my background squares are done. I did my first square there in that soft purple, and then that is supposed to be key lime, but it's looking a little bit odd next to that green that I already have. So let me come back over here. I want a nice soft buttery yellow pastel kind of yellow, maybe this baby yellow. Yeah, that's a nice softer yellow for the spring feel. And I'm also going to use that as my accent color there in the double star. And let's see, what color do I want to put with that yellow? Maybe a peachy pink here, peach blossom. Let's see how that looks. Oh yeah, that's nice for a spring floral pattern. And true blue, we've got to get some springtime blue. So let me take this soft blue raspberry shade. And I like to do this as a Lemoyne star with half square triangles. And it's not wanting to color in here. Come on, mouse. And then I need an alternate color there. What's another good springtime color? Maybe a brighter pink. fuchsia. Yeah, that's pretty. And today I'm going to try some cornerstones. So I will fill those in first. And let's see, let me go back to my used colors and find that baby yellow. And we'll use that as our inner border, since that was kind of an accent in a couple of our stars. And then I will choose my outer border. What if I went with a darker blue there? Because I didn't want to repeat anything that I already had in the blocks, but I'm not really liking that very much. So let's go to our fuchsia. And I know we had that as cornerstones, but how odd does it look there as the border? Yeah, not great. So then let's see what our lighter blue, if we repeat that color scheme, since it was the center star and then carrying that through to the outer border. Or I could go back to the Amelia green that I used as the background or my blocks, and that kind of frames it nicely without overwhelming the palette there. So there is our springtime color palette for the Favorite Stars Table Runner. I'm going to save that, and you can see all of the mock-ups that we've done so far. Go ahead and hit the favorite on the ones that you like there, and we'll have a nice collection of color schemes. Thanks so much for playing along. I hope you're enjoying this series and getting inspired for your next quilt. Let me know what you're working on in the comments below.